Oh yeah, Bird Nation Report, the unofficial official podcast of Falcons Twitter. It is one of your hosts, Lethal here. This is a bonus episode, and I'm here with Reggie. We already have an episode this week. I wasn't on it. People are asking me why. No, there was no breakup. Okay? Why would you ask me that? We're not breaking up. Like, if South Reese tries to break up with me or Josh, I'm gonna hunt them down. And then I'm gonna chain them to me with handcuffs. We're not breaking up. I had a mean migraine, okay? A mean migraine. And I was like, I couldn't do it. And thank you to South Breeze and Josh and Joy and Marcus for holding it down, because I was like, please get this episode out because the people want to hear what we have to say about Dan Quinn being fired. And they held it down. They did the damn thing. I love you guys. Thank you. So that's what happened. All right. But I'm here. It's Friday. I want to be on here with my boy Reggie, and a couple other people may pop up throughout this show. I just couldn't wait any longer because the Braves game is on. You know what I'm saying? Go Braves.
Go
Hopefully,
Braves. Mix
you
it
know
up.
what I'm saying? So, Reggie, you haven't been on here in a minute. How
Yeah, I
have you
know.
been doing? And
Man, I've been
give us
doing.
like a brief thoughts of our horrible season.
Oh man, we fine, man. 0-5. I'll just kidding with you now. All seriousness though. Man, yeah. The last time we talked, we was talking about uniform height. And yeah, man, they not worthy of these new uniforms because man, we've been playing like hot garbage. So yeah, man, I had expectations. I was like, okay, yeah, this is Dan Quinn's last go round, but obviously, he still did the same junk he been doing the last 2-3 years, man. And Arthur Blank finally got fed up with him. Uncle Arthur finally got fed up with him and told him to go ahead and clock out, big dog, because it's over. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, man,
man.
I've been, getting angry over the simplest stuff with this team, but it's stuff they supposed to do. So, hey, it is what it is, man.
Right. Oh, yeah. Let me start this off. Man, rest in peace, Devon McClure.
Oh man, yeah,
Man,
man. That was um, a chin shot right there, man. That was a good dude, man. Even though the people that got blocked, man, he was still a good dude. I was fortunate enough not to get blocked, so yeah, man, he was a
man.
good dude, man. Rest in peace, Vaughn McClure, man, for real.
Yeah. Look, man, most of the OG DBN Falcons Twitter, we got blocked by Vaughn. And it was like almost an honor back in the day to get blocked by Vaughn. Until you couldn't see his tweets anymore when he was tweeting important stuff. It was like the first. And then you were like, guys, what is he saying?
Yeah,
Because we were all blocked. But
uh,
luckily, on the DBN report Twitter, he didn't block me there. So, I was like fortunate enough to see that. What's up, Flag on Play? What's up, Jamel? Um, yeah, I was fortunate enough to see his tweets and then be able to tweet out, hey, for those blocked, here's what Vaughn
mhm.
said. And then now I can't do that anymore. So like that shit hit me, man. I was like, oh my God, this dude's been here forever. Like
Yeah,
for as long as I can remember on Twitter. And at such a young age, you
yeah,
know.
man. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought I was gonna get blocked any day now. Not directing it towards him, but some stuff I was like, when he would say Dan Quinn or whoever would do this, I'm sitting here scratching my head and then also tweeting it, quote tweeting it. And I was like, yeah, I know Vaughn might block me any day, but fortunately enough, man, he never did it. So
Hey,
I'm appreciative of him sparing me the
man,
block button.
we did deserve to get blocked. I can't even
Nah,
lie.
sometimes, well,
So,
some did deserve it though. Some did,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it
I mean,
is what
some of us we truly did deserve to get blocked by Vaughn.
it is.
But some people didn't, and we were always like, bruh, what is happening? Like
Mhm. Yeah, I think the only main person I got blocked was that Andy Kaplan guy from a couple of years ago when he was like, the Falcons are the most healthiest team. Then everybody started dropping like flies.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that shit
That's the
was
only.
crazy.
I don't care.
Mel said he wasn't blocked by Vaughn. He was blocked by D-Led.
And
I'm
I
trying
wasn't
to
even
get
blocked
that
by him
going.
either.
I want to get blocked by D-Led, but he won't block me. You know what I'm just saying? Here to tell. Uh-oh. Reggie?
Oh man, I already know who that is, man. Hey, you just have my money, man. You just have my money, man. Have my $20 tomorrow.
Have that money and hopefully what's his name is gonna be okay. Hopefully Satan's gonna be okay with that COVID stuff. You know,
Oh,
we don't
he
want nobody to have it.
Twan
You know,
have my money, man.
yeah.
Have my money.
Yeah, Vaughn, you up there, you with your family and your dad again. Um,
Yeah, man.
y'all go see his last IG post. I definitely almost shed a tear reading
Yeah.
that. So yeah, he's with his whole family again. So, man, thank you for your service here on Earth. But be with your family because Earth is ghetto. But we're not here to talk about how ghetto Earth is, and especially America right now. We're here to talk
Yeah.
about the team. Dan Quinn got fired.
Long overdue. Long overdue.
Mm, 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 mm. I was so excited. I didn't even think that it was going to happen in week 5, but it did.
Yeah.
So very exciting. Thank you, Uncle Arthur. Whatever. We still
Yeah.
got Uncle Arthur. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
thank you for finally doing it. He got fired. The special teams coordinator got fired.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, right?
Yeah. For right now. Dirk, you're next, boy. Dirk.
We on your head. I don't know why he didn't get fired.
Well, yeah.
I
Yeah, I thought it was
maybe
great.
we'll get to that. But okay, how do you feel about his firing? I know the team and the players saying, "Oh, we didn't play for him. We really loved him. He was a great guy." Nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, that's some BS, man. I don't care what y'all say about that, man. For real. We had an issue with Keanu Neal, man. He was saying the fans don't know. It's like, bro, I care not to know. I don't want to know what's going on in there, but also don't insult us, the fans, and think we don't know what's going on the field because we can obviously see what's going on the field. So don't blame us. You blame you and your fellow teammates because y'all got DQ fired out of there, man. So yeah, y'all take that blame, man.
Nah, I forgot Keanu said that. I was like, first of all, we ain't the ones on the field fucking up every Sunday.
True,
Y'all are,
true.
okay? And y'all ain't doing, I don't think y'all practice. Like, I don't think
Nah,
they look at film. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Y'all are fucking up out there. And I don't even know like all the technicalities and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all the
mm-hmm.
coverage. Y'all know I don't know that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But even I'm looking and I'm like, okay, why is one player right behind another? Why is this player here when the other player's all the way over there?
Yeah.
Like
One
it's
thing about it, the tape
wrong.
don't lie. The tape does not lie. So
Right. It's clearly wrong. Okay, we'll talk about Ti. Um, but sorry, I'm trying to get this to you, Jamel. But what the fuck was I trying to say? Yeah, like why are you blaming us? Clearly, he was a good guy. Like clearly, Dan Quinn was a great guy. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like a great person, a great human being. He just was not a great head coach.
yeah,
And
and
that's just the bottom. That's just it.
yeah,
Like
and
you
that,
weren't a
and
great head coach, and that's not our fault. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? That's his fault. He obviously babied y'all because y'all ain't doing what y'all are supposed to do. Out there on the field, and he fucking like there was no penalties like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think every single person listening has been in a sport, been in band, been in choir, anything competitive, been in the arts.
Mm-hmm.
And when you fucked up, what happened? You did the shit over and over and over and over and over again till you got it right. You
Mm-hmm.
ran suicide, you ran period, you did bear crawls. You know what I'm saying? There were
Or
consequences.
worst case scenario, you're getting benched.
Yeah, there were consequences.
Yeah, true.
Dan Quinn clearly didn't put in any consequences.
And he said, didn't you say that last year that he's going to have consequences for the guys last year? I'm like, man, come
Yeah,
on,
that was obviously a lie because ain't
man.
nothing come out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it.
That was some bull. And I would say, Dan Quinn is a great guy, personally. From what I've heard as a person, but that one, if that's not translating into wins, man, you got to go. 'Cause this
Yeah,
is like Arthur Blank said, this is a production based business. So you can be a good guy all you want to, but you better get wins too. So
yeah, man. You just gotta go. I'm
yeah.
not gonna be sorry when I expect
Oh
wins.
no, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I told, and you had a few fans saying, "Oh, why y'all?" I was like, man, for honestly, I don't feel bad for any player or coach or anybody in the field that makes more money than me. I have zero compassion. Yeah, you got to move up and pack up and move to another city, but hey, you got money to do so, man. An average Joe, we don't get 2-3 years to get it right. It's
Nope.
either you do it in a week or a few days or you gone. So like I
Hell,
said,
sometimes
I
90
can't
days
I cannot
period.
I cannot feel bad for a sports coach or a higher up person. I do not feel bad for him. So and I stand by that. So yeah.
Shit, me either. Like you, people in the military got to move like every 2 to 3 years,
Yeah.
regardless, and they
Mm-hmm.
make pennies compared to these coaches and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
guess what? I don't give a hot damn. Just
Yeah.
like y'all be saying, people in the military, that's what you signed up for. That's what these coaches and these GMs signed up for. All
True.
right, and they're making millions and getting tax breaks that the rest of us ain't getting. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so fuck them. Good riddance. Okay. Shit. Um. Yeah. Ti. Let's go into Ti real quick for King Quest. Oh, where do we start?
Oh
Um.
man, I ain't really even listened to anything Ti said. Man, I heard his album. It's alright, but as far as the Matt Ryan thing, I really didn't hear. I mean, run it down for me. I know you said he wanted Matt Ryan gone, basically, but
Yeah, he wants Matt Ryan gone, and I think he said something about Cam Newton would do better here. Okay,
uh,
so Ti, he got out the hood. He decided to learn big words, and he thinks he's smarter than he actually is because he can put big words into sentences now. Okay? T.I. also checked his daughter's hymen. Okay? That's very disturbing. Invaded her whole privacy. For what? Meanwhile, he's sucking and fucking and licking every woman that comes his way and consistently cheats on his wife. And didn't he get his wife in jail for like ecstasy pills or something back in the day?
man, I don't even remember. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
It was something. And Ti is also he's just trash, except for his old music. Like, okay, you did trap music, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But Ti is not a Falcons fan. Ti does not pay attention to the Falcons. Ti dick rides whoever wins. Prime example. There's a picture with them floating around with a Saints hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Any Falcons fan will not be in Saints gear unless they lose a bet.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Oh
the only
nah,
time
why do
you
you
ever,
do that? Won't even do that either. We have to find some other mean to pay
I've
him up
seen a
there.
couple. I've seen a couple who lost a bet, and they either had to change their AV to something Falcons, something
Mm,
Saints, or they had to wear something Saints to work the next day.
mm,
So he's not a Falcons fan. And then he was decked out in Broncos gear when the Broncos won that Super Bowl.
yeah,
So
I remember that one.
why do we listen to anything T.I. has to say?
I
Is
don't know,
beyond me.
but don't let these celebrities get to y'all, man. Cause yeah, like you said, man, they just bandwagoners. Most of them, it is a few loyal celebrities now to their teams, but yeah, man, I just yeah.
Don't listen to none of them. All right, people, none of them. There's like what? Big Boy is a Falcons fan.
he root for pretty much Atlanta stuff now.
Yep.
Man,
Jermaine Dupri,
Luda, I get
Luda,
Luda that
yeah,
too.
Luda. Maybe Bone Crusher. I don't know. Because I never saw him
Yes.
in the stadium before he got that stupid song.
Nah, man, I don't want to talk about that one, man. Yeah, that was the most horrible, man. They could have made him do anything else but that one, man. Yeah, that one. Yeah, nah.
Nah. Yep, them. And on the R&B side, I know for sure that Bobby Valentino is a Falcons fan. He has season tickets. And he's at the game because there's some other season ticket holder that sits next to him that I follow on Instagram. So he
Mhm.
always takes pictures. He's always at the games. So those people you can maybe possibly listen to, depending on what they say. Anybody else? No. Okay. Just no. Don't listen at all. Yes, Quinn will definitely get a. I don't know about a full defensive coordinator. I think he's gonna go back to Florida.
I mean, whew. I mean, his body of work, nah. Yeah, he'll definitely get there. Somebody will. I'm thinking Pete Carroll again. Maybe somebody on
Oh, oh, they seem to have left with beef.
who?
Quinn and Pete.
No, I think some. I think somewhere down the road, he'll find his way back on somebody's NFL roster. But yeah, I like somebody else did say, I forgot who it was. They mentioned he'll work in the high schools and the collegiate level like perfectly because his speeches. He do give good speeches, but them. I can call bullshit too. But you know, yeah, they'll work on the pro level. I mean, not the pro level, collegiate level and high school level. As long as you're winning, it's like I said. As long as you're winning, those speeches all well and good. But the moment you face adversity and you're still trying to use those same speeches they doing with the Falcons, you see what happened. It doesn't work. So
Some BS
yeah,
happened. That's what happened, man. Like I can't stand them baby speeches. Like
yeah, yeah. But
that's
see, we've
a,
been hearing it so long. It's like it falls on deaf ears. So
right.
yeah, I'm just tired of hearing the rah rah, man. Like I said, you can rah rah all you care to, but if it's not translating to the field, there's disconnect between you and the player. So
Right.
yeah,
And players want to say that it's not.
yeah,
Oh my
and they not gonna say it, and I get that, like because they not gonna throw Dan Quinn under the bus, but at the same time, man, y'all know doggone well y'all not relating to that man message. So
yep, better shooter for college. Ain't up here. So they fired
yeah,
and we
peace.
have Raheem at
Yep,
the head for now.
he got 11 games. That's all. That's all he getting. I don't see him even. Arthur said he could be on as a candidate if he goes 11-0. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna just be real with you right now because seeing his track record with Tampa, granted he might try to do stuff differently than he did when he was the coach at Temple, but I don't see it, especially like we was talking off air with him and Jeff Ulbrich splitting the defensive calls.
Mhm.
First of all, man, that's not gonna work. It's the same way as with the offense, man. Can't have too many people hands in the kitchen, man. You gotta have one person doing this, one person doing that, and then y'all somehow make it all mesh together. But doing what he doing with the defensive play calling, man. I mean, I'd be surprised if it worked, but it's only gonna work for so long though. So yeah.
Yeah. Jamel, I sent you the link on Twitter. I DM'd you the link for you to come on in. So Raheem, so I have a conspiracy theory. Okay, what if Raheem was calling bad plays and stuff just to get the head coaching job?
Uh, uh, I mean, like I said, going back to Tampa, man, yeah.
I'm just saying. Because last year, when they did the split thing, they
Mm.
didn't do too bad.
No, they didn't. But at the same time, now this is the part where I'll be like, I always been saying this under Dan Quinn era. Let's do addition by subtraction. So like let me just give you the rundown what I meant. So Dan Quinn hired Shanahan, Marquand, a few other people. Richard Smith, his first go around before he got that extension.
Mm.
Okay, everybody was doing good. So the next
What's up?
year,
Reggie, what's the deal?
what's going on, man?
I can call it.
Oh yeah. So he cut Richard Smith that Super Bowl year. It's
Mm.
like, okay, well then he took over the defensive play calling. Team somehow, the last few weeks up to the Super Bowl were playing pretty good. Then of course Shanahan left. Then Sark took over. Sark, was handicapped running that Shanahan offense. So of course, he got rid of Sark, and then he got rid of Marquand. So here we are. Last year he took over and failed miserably,
Yeah.
and now he got Raheem and Ulbrich calling. And like you said, they did pretty good. So now here we are again, minus DQ and a few other pieces. Man, let's see what like you said, if Raheem calls a good defense play calling, so be it. Keep him, but I doubt that with the new coaching staff. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I knew Quinn was the problem. Since he's been here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've had 3 defensive coordinators and 3 offensive coordinators.
Yeah.
At some point, it's him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like,
Yeah.
how many coordinators do you need before you realize that, he's the problem?
Mm-hmm. You're right on it.
Yeah. And that's the outside the Rays. Oh, he's about to fight somebody. I got the Rays game on in the background. But yeah, that's what I'm like with management, the front office people, like, I don't know why it took this long for them to realize who the issue
Well,
is.
like I said, addition by subtraction. Like Jamel said, you fire these coordinators, and you still the constant variable out of all of them. So eventually, that's when they start turning their heads like, "Well, shit, you got rid of everybody. It's you, buddy. So now we're finna cut you out." So that's what happened.
I do think with Raheem at the forefront now, the haircuts are off now. You're going to see a different type of team, somewhat.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm thinking they possibly be happening because he's everybody's auditioning for a job now. So
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that. This is basically what this is, a job interview.
yeah, so
Mhm.
this is your perfect chance to put on a good interview by winning games. So
Right. And
All
we
right, so let
need
me ask y'all this. Let's say, because I'm not looking for an 11-game win streak. That's
yeah, that's
far-fetched.
yeah,
But
I agree.
if we finish like 8-8 or something like that, you know, Do you keep him still or?
Well, that falls on what Arthur Blanks wanted. Arthur Blank want to do. You know, if he gets in, you know, of course his name will be in that hiring mix off of that, but I don't know, man. I really I don't think he's gonna be here after this year anyway. To be honest with you, that's just me personally.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna say no. That personally, I wouldn't want him to stay. Um, because he's just like we've seen what he's just done this year as far as the
Defense, yeah, I
is
agree.
concerned. Yeah, and I'm
I
just
mean,
like, no. you know, and especially it's
how
gonna
much was that him and how much was that Dan Quinn?
Well, we'll see. What Sunday? You know,
yeah, I was about to say, we'll see.
Right.
I think it was more him since he took it over.
but
You know,
it kind of like just going back to
Yeah,
the Super Bowl year. Like, you know, if he's not telling Kyle to run the ball, you know, I'm like, well, shoot, what kind of input are you giving these next few years? You know, so I don't know, man. That's a good question. And, you know,
yeah,
like I said, we'll see starting Sunday. If he,
yeah,
like I said, if he calls the best defensive game all year,
because
hats off to him, man.
yeah, and he's doing
right,
third
that's how I look at it.
downs
Like,
from
Yeah, but man, I don't. I'm like,
right, he
If
was
Jeff Ulbrich is calling the first two plays and doing good, why not let him call third down? That's the part where that's the issue I have.
right.
Like,
He
stop
was
putting too many people. Go ahead, man.
there's too many Chiefs and not enough Indians.
yep,
Exactly. That's exactly what it is, man. And that's my issue, and that's why I'm like, really, I want to give him a benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, like I said, I just don't see it, man. I really don't. I want
Because
them to do
think about it.
good, but that's a tall order.
If you think
right.
about it, if you think about it, he really was part-time defensive coordinator. I've never heard of a part-time defensive coordinator.
Nah, yeah, but that's why I said that shows the dysfunction of this franchise, man, from the top down, and that's why you have to do a clean sweep of
Mm-hmm.
this whole roster because, whew, man, we've been stinking it up these last few years.
Yeah, and what do y'all think about Rich McKay? Because people are
Good
saying,
old Ricky McKay. I see him all the time at work.
yeah,
Man,
people are saying he was a former GM,
he
He
was.
was.
and
Yeah.
then he got booted from that role, and
Hmm.
He
people
got
are
promoted.
like, "Yo, what if he set this whole mess up just to to become the GM again?"
Well, no, like going back to that article in the Athletic, you know, like Jamel just said, he got promoted mainly because Arthur Blank was trying to get a new stadium, which he didn't own Georgia Dome. That was the Congress Center that owned the Georgia Dome, so he wanted complete control of his own stadium. So, you know, who else knows how to do that than Rich McKay, which he got the new stadium down there in Tampa Bay. Well, it's not new now, but you know, at the time, you know, with Tampa, he did the same thing. So he promoted Rich from GM to the business side,
Right.
Mhm.
and of course, but last year or this year, he moved them back to the GM side, and
Stadium.
man, I don't know, but yeah, he definitely got to go. I just want a whole new fresh start
Yeah, me
somehow.
too. Y'all, this is Ken Shine of the what's KSS
Yeah,
podcast.
Ken Shine Show podcast. It's called The
Yes,
Session.
What's
yes.
going on, man?
How y'all
Welcome,
doing?
Ken.
Stephen.
All right.
We are talking about Rich McKay. What do you think about him? Does he stay or does he need to go too?
Everybody can get the boot. Everybody, for real. I mean, it's time for a shift. We've been dealing with the same thing my entire life as a Falcons fan. And I'm pretty sure I ain't trying to have my kids go through the same thing. So I think getting rid of Quinn, getting rid of Thomas great move. It's a step in the right direction. So I mean, if Rick can't hold up his end of the bargain,
Hmm.
you got to go.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I'm with it. What are you saying, Jamel?
I believe he stayed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, hey, we'll see, man. But
Realistically, I could agree
But
with that because we see what
but
kind of system we have. It's like a good old boy system in the front office. It seemed like
yeah,
we
I
Yeah.
keep
kind of agree with
we
that
keep
too.
the ones who don't shake the cage too much.
Hmm.
What
but
does
like whoever the next like head coach is, it got to be like no nonsense though, a no nonsense type guy.
Oh yeah,
yeah?
no doubt.
So let's get into that. Well, first let me read this from William McFadden said Dante Fowler says the Raheem Morris has made Falcons players a little more uncomfortable this week. He's pushing players hard to ramp up the intensity, and he's getting them mad at him to get the most out of them. So I don't know, maybe it's gonna work, but I doubt it.
Yeah, man, you got to show me, man. I don't, all that talking
Right.
sound good, but you got to show me on
Right.
the field, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm like. So, who do y'all want as the next head coach? If we could have anybody, Reggie, we'll start with you.
Oh man, I'm on. You said head coach, man. I'm kind of on the Benemy type train, but I also like Joe Brady, man. He has ties, and I know everybody might hate it, but he has ties with the Sean Payton Saints, and of course, he took that to LSU, and of course, he's back in the pros with the Panthers. So, man, I want an offensive coach. I'm just gonna be straight up with you, man. Since our strength right now is the offense, I want
Hmm.
an offensive minded coach. So it's either Ben me or Joe Brady for offense for head coach for me.
All right, Ken, anybody on your radar?
I've been thinking
Uh,
about it, but I haven't seen any. I think I'm more so wanting to see what Raheem does. I want to see what he does because, like how you was just reading that he's pretty much shaking it up. That's a
Mm-hmm.
good thing, but I also know what that type of leadership could lead to. Because
Hmm.
you push too hard,
Yeah,
players gonna resent you.
true.
Yeah,
They still got a job to do, but you're not gonna get the most out of them because you don't fucked up their subconscious with you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You right
So I
about
just want to see what happens first, and then. But if it works, hey,
Yeah,
I'm
there
it.
you go.
Yeah,
all for it. Power
I
to the
agree.
people.
I agree.
yeah, if it works now, I'm gonna be like, maybe we do need to keep him.
Cause
You
it make me
know?
think. Cause watching the games, I'm like, dang, Raheem, boy, you looking when they put the camera on you, you looking kind of.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking like maybe Raheem was just that dude that was like, D, I'm around a bunch of idiots right now, and I can't wait for my time to shine. Like that's what kind of where it went with in my head once I saw what people were saying and knowing the kind of coach Raheem has been. Players usually like him, but I mean, experience he ain't do too well in his first head coaching gig. So we'll
True.
see how this goes.
Yeah, that's what Reggie was saying earlier too. Jamel, who are you looking at as a head coach? You there?
well, I'm a kind of throw y'all for a loop.
Oh, you breaking up, bro?
I was thinking more so Gary
Hold up, you're breaking out. Hold on.
Kubiak. As far
Mm.
as the offensive minded head coach.
You said Gary Kubiak?
Gary Kubiak.
Oh wow. Yeah,
I kind of get why. I kind of probably get it why you want him. I mean, we'll see, man. That's
I
all.
want somebody young. Y'all, if they
Yeah,
young,
but that's why I said Joe Brady or Bieniemy.
yeah.
Either one of those
So
two,
you see what's
man. But
going on with Dirk Cutter playbook.
oh yeah, man.
That Joker
Dirt.
play.
Yeah,
That Joker
Dirt got
play.
11 games, man. I don't care what nobody say. Dirt
Crazy.
11 games. It's out. You
Dirk
gone, man.
playbook is on Madden.
Man.
Yeah, Braylon, DM me. I don't know your Twitter at. DM the podcast Twitter or at it, and you can come on. I don't know who that is. That's the only problem with YouTube. I'd be like, who is this? Because I'm so used to Twitter names.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I don't fucking know who I want. I want whoever's gonna get us to a fucking Super Bowl, a winning Super Bowl. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of this shit. I just want
But that's the reason why I say, I just want to go with the strength right now. What's been the consistent offense has been the most consistent side of the ball, even though they had their lumps and even though they don't play like it, but they're the strength right now. They've been the strength even under to Mike Smith era. So that's why I said get
Yes.
just get a offensive minded coach. You stick with just if whatever happens, man. But you gotta go with your strength, and that's my opinion, man. So that's why I chose either Bieniemy, which I think he goes to Houston, and or Joe Brady. So those are the only two I really want right now. I know everybody's saying, I know a few other people saying go defensive, but I'm tired. We've been going defensive minded, man, for a while. The last time we had an offensive minded coach was, Petrino. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but, yeah. So that tell you how long it's been, man. So every coach after Petrino has been defensive minded. So
yeah. It's just, and it's funny because we did a few years ago. We did ask for a more defensive minded head coach.
yeah. I
We
mean, and I was on board, but like I said, just seeing because right now, like I said, after the Green Bay game, your best offense now is your best defense would be a good offense, and meaning when I say good offense, it's chewing up the clock now because obviously you can't put your defense out there because they're gonna give up points. So what's the best way to slow them down? Keep your offense out there. I know the Falcons not built like that right now, but I mean that's the only way to slow the bleeding, man. You got to keep your offense out there and run that clock down. Keep the clock moving. Get positive plays.
I don't think Todd getting enough touches.
Hey, bro, you preaching to the choir right now, man. I agree with you on that one, man. They don't feed that man enough. Yeah, and like I said, he might not be as quick as he used to be, but he's still productive. He's not washed.
Yeah.
Anybody tell you he washed? That's a lie. He's not washed.
He doing exactly what we paid him to come do. And I hope we re-sign his ass.
Well, man, that's another story. But
he's gonna be asking for that check.
Yeah,
asking for that check.
Yeah.
look,
But
we don't got it. Shit.
But hey, look, one like I said before, everybody got his hypes up. I was like, one thing I know that Gurley can do that we didn't get with Freeman, and there's no hate to Freeman, but Gurley can block. That's what I was mostly happy about. I was like, man, I already know what he can do running and catching, but his blocking is phenomenal. Because I was, if you're a Georgia fan, you've seen it. So that's why I was like, yeah, man.
He said, give him Rex Ryan or DT from the Ravens.
Oh man, Martindale, yeah. I don't think Rex gonna get an opportunity again. And that's funny because we could have had Rex Ryan before Dan Quinn, man. We could have had Rex Ryan before Dan Quinn, but Rex Ryan didn't want to be patient, so eventually he got cast off to Dan Quinn by default. So yeah, man.
What's up, Braylon?
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right, man. How you doing?
Cracking, was
It's
cracking.
good. It's good.
I'm good. Just waiting for this Braves game, and that's the only team that's winning. But
We
but
So, what do you think of Quinn?
um, usually I don't really celebrate people getting fired because that's just not me. But I did think it was a good time to move on from him. But the thing is, for finding a new coach, I want to know who's the right guy. Cause it's just like at first I said Lincoln Riley because cause how he's the offensive coach, but what he's doing in Oklahoma is just not. It's not enough. So I was gonna say like Reggie said Joe Brady or Eric Brimharry. That's his name, right? Eric
Eric
as his
Bieniemy.
coach. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I would just love for us to have a black coach too, because there's not a lot of black coaches in the NFL in general. So I just love for us to hire one.
You know we all about that over here. We
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, we want a black coach. You know, we here for it.
We sure is.
Everybody
Yeah,
on.
man.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh no,
I really
I
hope
agree.
Raheem do well, but I just don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't. Cause one
Look,
thing about this team, you never know
Oh,
what can happen.
listen.
right.
Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see Sunday, man. Like I said, this
Right.
is the beginning of his audition right here. Sunday is the beginning of his audition tape. So,
One
I
game at a
know.
time.
yep, that's
Yep,
all we can do. One game at a time, bro.
yep.
And it'd be
One
good for
game at a
them to
time.
win on my birthday. It'd be good for them to win for my birthday. That would really be nice if they did that.
Oh yeah, your birthday Sunday,
It's Monday.
Monday. Okay, I
Yeah,
Monday.
hope they win. I'm tired of being a loser.
Yeah, man.
I'm
We
saying, I know.
we with the
I
Giants and
know.
the Jets. I think Jets are winless too, right?
Yeah, they
Yep.
winless.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I
Yes.
thought
man,
Jacksonville was win. I thought it was somebody else was winless too.
no, the Giants. Yeah,
Jacksonville.
the Giants and the
The
Jets.
Giants.
Okay.
So yeah, man, that show you, man. They say we got more talent than them, which we do. So
We do.
we gotta win. We gotta win,
Mhm.
man. So
That's what
yeah.
drives me crazy, I think, the most, because I look at this roster and watching all of these guys prior to daytime in the league the past 3-4 years,
Hmm.
Mhm.
put them in the right place to make a play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
Like, I don't be understanding. Deion Jones looked like a half-rate version of himself,
Uh-huh.
and
So let me
I
ask
don't know
y'all this.
what's going on.
Mhm.
Let, let me ask y'all this.
Because I know they said they were
Suppose we
splitting
get a
people
new
like
GM,
the
right?
back.
Well, whenever we do get a new GM, right?
mhm.
Who
Mhm.
stays and who goes? Do you blow it all up?
Woo.
That's
Well,
a good question.
I'm gonna just say I know everybody talking about get rid of Julio and Matt. I'm pretty sure the new GM is gonna see what he can get for him. So that's the answer. I'm gonna just get that one out right now. They gonna see what they can get
Get it?
out of Matt and Julio. I'm gonna just be honest with you on that one. So whatever I don't know if they blow it up, but like I said, your strength is the offense. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to entertain offense with Julio and Matt if they are on the market, the block to be traded.
Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
They
on
did
the
want to
flip
get
read
side,
some.
come to the game.
Oh, go
That's
ahead.
just my opinion though.
We got it.
Yeah. I-
But
but
I saw, I don't know if y'all talked about it already, where they were saying how Jimmy G could be a possible fit, and Matt Ryan go out to San Fran.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not
I
want
don't
Jimmy
like.
Garoppolo on
Me
this team.
either. I don't like you.
Now, if
right,
Matt Ryan,
Me
if
too.
they did trade Matt, hypothetically trade Matt Ryan to San Francisco, I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, man, this is it's gonna be nasty because Kyle will have his quarterback again. So
but but who
And not
does he
only
have
that,
to
they gonna
throw
have
to?
it.
That was
And on top of
exactly
that,
that
if
they
they
brought
get
the forward.
if San Francisco get Matt Ryan, just wait till
Kyle
their
and Matt
defense just
getting back
get
together.
healthy. They gonna be a good team.
But
all
who does
right,
he have to throw to though?
Amazing.
you said what now?
Who does he
That
have to
is a
throw
good
to in San
question.
Fran?
He ain't got to do nothing but nickel and dime.
Hey
He got
man,
to
you
Yeah.
nickel
know,
and dime now.
you know
They
that.
offensive line so bad. They run the street so good.
But
Them boys play real.
I
They play
mean,
some good detailed ball.
It's Matt Ryan, man. You know he's gonna make it happen.
Yeah, I
but at
believe it,
some
and
point you
especially
gotta
in
be able
this.
to open it up though.
In
Well, I
my
mean, I
heart,
think Debo. Well,
I
I
want
don't
to
know if
keep him.
Debo's
I
still
say
hurt though.
ride him till the wheels fall off. We draft somebody young. Man, he
Yeah,
hurt
I'm with
somewhere.
I, I personally would like to ride Matt Ryan and Julio till the wheels fall off. But unfortunately, with a whole new GM and possibly new head coach, I don't know what's gonna happen. I want them to stay forever, but if it doesn't happen, I just know I'm gonna be real pissed off. So be prepared for those episodes of me being pissed off. But
I
I
mean,
think to answer his question, I'd rather blow it up at this point because players overall, this season, there has not been one player that didn't fuck up this season. Every single player on that team has fucked up more than once this whole season. And I'm tired. So I'm it's gonna hurt my feelings because I do love a lot of these players, but they're gonna have to go. So if the new Rain wants them to go, hey, you gotta go, bro.
Hmm.
I wouldn't
That's
I wouldn't blow it up. I would retool it if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying, man. But like I said, like I said, my just come back to me after the end of the season. I'ma just because right now, because I mean, the last 2 years when we went 7-9, man, I was like, yeah, man, it's time to blow it up. So, I mean, I'm right now. I'm still on the rebuild mode, but at the same time, man, I'm like, just give me after this season. And I don't know why. For some reason, man, I don't know, man. If it, I like I said, I want Raheem to do good, but he got a tall order right now, man, and it
very
starts
tough.
Sunday. So if let's just say he do get, he does retain head coach. Now his job now is to find a great offensive coordinator. So for the run, because I don't care. Dirk got to go. I don't care what
Yeah.
happened.
Exactly.
Dirk has to
Well,
go. So try to keep Ulbrich too, man, because just off of last year, man, he did pretty well with the defense with Raheem. So it's a lot, man. I don't know really what I want to do, but I know I do want an offensive minded coach, regardless. But if
Me
Raheem
too.
makes it, but if Raheem does turn his and turn it around a little bit, my hats off to him though. So yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, I
I
feel
believe he will. Because if you look at his time in Tampa Bay he got dealt a bad hand.
Mm-hmm.
He had a short leash. And I feel like that's the same thing here. He got dealt a bad hand.
But this time around, he got a quarterback though, because Josh Freeman was what? Ooh, have
Ooh,
mercy.
Ooh,
He
yeah.
went 10,
Josh
he
Freeman.
went 10-6 with Josh Freeman.
Yeah, he did, but that's just one season out of how many years they had together.
I mean, he only had 2 full seasons.
I
I thought
mean,
he
yeah.
had one. I
He
ain't
had
know.
2 full seasons. He
Mm.
went 7-9 the next year, and they fired him. I'm like, that's not enough time to prove yourself. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think his overall.
I don't.
you can't, you can't, you can't build the team you want in 2 years. I don't care who you are.
You got a point. Well,
Mm-hmm.
we just gonna have to see. We gonna have to chuck it up and see what happens with Raheem. Like, I don't know. I ain't feeling him so far, personally.
Yeah.
So it's just like, boy, you better prove me wrong. That's just been my motto this whole season. is
Mhm.
proving me wrong. You know,
Yeah.
in every game, it's been like they've been proving me right. It's so crazy because all off season people are like, "You're so negative." Nah, 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 nah. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You see who the OC is? You see we got fucking Dirk Carter as the OC, and you want me to be happy about that? And Quinn kept his job from that shit he pulled last year, and you want me to be happy about that and be excited about a season? And it's a pandemic? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? You know,
I
like,
was I was just happy for the season in general because it's like what all was going on, politics and everything. Where I was just looking for a football season in general because
mhm.
we just need something to look at outside of what everything was going on. But the one thing that my really question is, what are we gonna do with the salary cap? Because as y'all brought up, if we do get rid of Matt Ryan, we'll be in a bad situation with cap penalty. If we get rid
Mhm.
of Julio, we'll still be in a bad situation. So then folks
Right.
like, okay, they at least here for one more year, at least one. And you can see what you're doing that last year with them. And rebuild it and just retool everything else and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, the GM got his work cut out for him too now.
He sure
So,
do.
Yeah.
but like I said, I think somebody asked me the question on Twitter what I want, man. Yeah, you got to learn how to scout. I want a GM that can actually scout. I mean, Dimitrov did one thing
That's what
Dimitrov
Scott
could
Pioli.
do.
That's
Yeah,
what Scott
yeah,
Pioli came in at.
yeah. And because I was like, the only thing I can really give Dimitrov is skill position, like receiver and running back.
Mhm.
But as far as drafting offensive defensive lineman, nah, he don't
I
get
will
that. Like you
say,
said,
I will
He
say, he's gotten better at offensive line. Think about it. Jake Matthews is better.
I mean, but
Chris
you kind of
Winston was like
had that
he's a
was
home
kind of
run.
can't miss though, man. Jake
yeah.
Matthews, like, so you got to show me what you could have did in like those times we were in the playoffs, like when they was drafting like 20s and in the late 20s and stuff like that, man. You got to show me. Well, it's too late now, but
I mean, but
Mhm.
like I mean, he did bring us Chris Lindstrom. He looks very good.
yeah. But then also, if you, I remember, like, yeah, man, I was Chris Lindstrom fan though. I was like, man, you kind of had other teams looking for him because like I tell folks, if we didn't get him, Minnesota was gonna get him. The Vikings were
Right.
going. The Vikings were going to get Chris Lindstrom, but we snatched him up before they did. So
And
yeah,
Caleb McGrady looks good too.
I mean, yeah, I mean, my issue
I
with
feel like
him,
I think
he
he's
got a
getting better.
yeah, he got a
He's better. Yeah.
I got hyped the last year when he shut Cam down a little bit, Cam Jordan. So, but
Oh,
then the next game when
Oh,
we
that made me
played Cam.
laugh.
yeah.
Then when he came back and played Cam the second time around, Cam worked him. So I'm like, man,
That's probably man. That's gonna happen. Like
yeah, but at the same time, I think my issue right now with McGarry, he hopefully he learned it because we still got what 3 more years with him.
Mm.
yeah.
He learn how to handle those speed rushes, man. So we'll see, man. We gonna see
Fingers
though.
crossed.
We
Yeah,
will.
the cap situation. I don't know nothing about cap, and I ain't even gonna pretend I know anything about cap. All I know is what the Falcoholic and them be tweeting about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
just, we just can't get rid of Ryan right now because it's gonna
Mhm.
kill us in a cap.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
but as far as everybody else is concerned, nobody like the Falcoholic, Aaron Freeman, and the other guys, they haven't been talking much about it because I think right now they're waiting for the end of the season, see where we stand and which player does what until they say something about it. So once
Right.
they say something about it, we'll bring it to the show. But I don't know all them numbers and shit. I just be like, they making more money than me, and I'm pissed.
Right.
Every time
Right.
Exactly.
I look at that, I'm like,
Yeah.
I could do a better job out there. I'll be screaming at the top of my lungs, running for people trying to tackle me, but I can do a better job than them right now, and I ain't getting paid nearly as much.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one question that I do have: what player do you know that's most definitely will not return next year?
ooh, ooh,
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Todd definitely not.
ooh, you
I'd
go.
be surprised. Well, he on a 1-year deal, so hey,
Mhm.
he showed that he's still a scoring machine. So how many
He's second in the
touchdowns?
league in rushing touchdowns.
So yeah, I don't see him coming back. I don't see Alex Mack coming back. I think either Alex
No.
Mack go to another team or he retire.
Yeah, I think Alex Mack's
I
retiring.
think he
Retired.
retired.
I say he retired.
Well,
Yeah.
who else?
Tack.
Well,
He's out of here.
now this is the thing
He's
Yeah.
though.
out of here.
Yeah, he could go. He could be walking free agency, but he will come cheap now. I tell you that now. He will come cheap, especially nowadays. But the only thing is his injury history, which is
Yeah,
not
Right.
really good. So that's why I said
Right.
that's hurting, and that's hurting his money right there because he can't stay healthy.
Right.
So yeah, he could be gone, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind them trying to resign him on a 1-year deal, make or break it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
is
I will
is
say this though.
does
I
Neil?
want to add on to that, right? I want to
but
add on to that. Rico is out of here. Keanu Neal is out of here too.
I was about to say Neil.
Ooh.
Come on, not Rico. Y'all know I
yeah,
love.
Rico, yeah.
I think I
Rico is a good guy, man, but
Yeah,
he
but
he's
I need
not
you to be
that
more than just a good guy though.
guy. Yeah, and no, I agree with you. So that
Y'all
like
know
I
I'm
said,
mad. Look at the
yeah.
camera. Y'all know I'm mad. Y'all know I love Rico.
Well,
I love Rico too. That's the thing. Like
too.
Rico, I don't know what's gonna happen with Rico because it's just he.
Let me
I'm
tell you
saying
why,
from
right?
that. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but we need a bona fide playmaker back there.
Hmm.
Okay,
Like
but he's the only one who be watching film.
Yeah,
That
I
is
but
need a
true.
bona
still,
fide playmaker though. Like
yeah, you're
Well,
not.
Neil ain't doing nothing, and neither is Debo this year. So
I think
let me
something
speak
wrong. I
on
think
Debo.
Debo's hurt. I think it's just that
Not
only
I
reason
don't
he
even
just
think it's
hurt.
that. Y'all might call me crazy, but the worst thing we could have did was get rid of Devondre Campbell. Okay, they work so well together.
Really?
Mhm.
They did.
I'm
Every
not
good
mad at that.
always every good middle linebacker needs a running mate.
Well, Debo won't be when on the next defense. He won't be a middle linebacker. They're gonna move him out to that's where he's more
Yeah.
fitted at on the outside. But I mean, hey, if Dre and Debo work, but most people giving Dre a bad rep for his last few years here, man. So I mean, it's a toss up situation for me as far as Debo and Dre and stuff. But
It
hey,
is.
but I definitely
Let
think,
me tell you,
well,
because think about it.
mm,
Like, what's his name? Luke Kuechly had Thomas Davis.
true.
What's his name? He has KJ Wright. Bobby Wagner has KJ Wright.
Hmm.
You know, so you get where I'm going.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get what you're going. I do.
But that's why I guess they tried to play with for what's his name Fourier though. So
Yeah, because Fourier,
uh,
he's doing. I feel like he's doing better than Debo, and he's
oh
doing a
yeah,
good job
Fourier is right now. So
because he's proving it. He's proving it every game. Even though he made mistakes too, he proving it every game.
he is. He is. I'm surprised I hear his name as much as I do
Me
out
too.
there. But I'm glad about. I'm glad somebody's doing something. Shit.
Hmm.
You know,
not doing enough though. That's why I'm like,
Right.
yeah, man, we really we got to stop. Well, I hope with this new regime they stop drafting project players and start getting some
Yeah.
players start getting players that can actually ball, man. I
Right.
don't have time for project players anymore. DQ and them kind of ran that in the dirt for me, man. I tried
Right.
to give them hope, but yeah, I'm over that
yeah,
now, man. So
yeah. That trial and error shit is for the birds. That shit's done. Like I don't even know why they let him do that in the first place. It's like just wasting our time.
Well, I guess because they were trying to fit Dan Quinn's mold of defense that he wanted to run, but yeah, nah, it wasn't gonna work. So
And it didn't work, and it still ain't working.
How do y'all feel about AJ?
AJ,
who's Terrell?
He's bro. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
He's getting better, but he still got some work to do. I'm gonna say that he still got some work to do.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he a rookie. Rookie's they gonna make mistakes, but now I just want to see as this rest of these 11 games go by, see how he performed though. But
yeah, he hasn't been doing bad, but he's a rookie, and then he was out, because he caught COVID. So it's just like we gonna see.
mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, King Quest. Oliver gotta go.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Y'all know he gone after this. You know he gone.
He definitely is gone. Oliver is gone.
Out of here.
He might be the first one. Could cut. Be honest with you, so.
Cut, chop. Put that heads up, like, bro.
Man, just bench him right now. I just wish they would bench him. But
yeah, we can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Because everybody else injured, so we can't bench him. That's the thing.
That's why I said, that's the only reason why. But wait, ain't Denard on the short term IR, or he's out for the season?
I know he was short term.
He should be up from IR right now. He should be back.
He should be back eventually.
Yeah, hopefully, I'd rather kick him to the outside or keep Sheffield and just
Sheffield is good outside.
Yeah, I just like I said, I just don't want to see what's his face? What's the dude name? Oliver. Yeah, I don't want to see him on the field no more, man.
Got to go.
I want to see what Jordan Miller can do.
Me too.
Man,
I haven't seen more of him.
Yeah, and the same with Deidre, man. I wanted to see more of Sanat too, but he always a healthy scratch every game. So it's like, man,
I still believe we had us a gem with Sanat. He could have been so good.
I mean, I agree with you, man. I was like, why is he sitting on the bench, man, for or sitting on the sidelines for being a healthy scratch, man? We need players on that D line too, but I don't understand it. So
this is.
But another player that I think we all forgot about, Matt Schaub gonna be gone too.
But
they can't keep him.
But you know what I think though? I think we set him up for a coaching job.
What?
No, seriously, I see that in his future.
Elaborate.
Coaching somewhere.
I can see it too. I can see it.
I can see like a quarterback coach or something like that.
I can see him being a corner, but I don't see him being a corner for us. I'll say that. But I can see him, 10 years from now, he got a job. Yeah.
I can see that in his future.
Yeah, my only problem with the whole Schaub thing is he just got paid too much money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why we give him $13 million to sit on the bench? You can pay me $100,000 to cuss people out. I'll do that. Okay, y'all just wasting money. Well, with me, it wouldn't be a waste of money because I piss him off enough to go actually do something on the field. But $13 million for a bench warmer?
Man.
I'm upset again. And y'all know I love DeMarco.
I love DeMarco. Yeah.
That's why we couldn't keep him. Because of Schaub and that $13 million. Now I'm upset.
I want to see what we do with Kurt. I
like Kurt. He's not ready.
Kurt get that chance. He could be ready now. Because I saw him playing at Virginia. He wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he
He
got beat
did
up by
pretty
Clemson, so nobody really paid attention.
good. He looked
No
like he
sir.
did pretty good.
Somebody that's more proof.
Hmm.
Which say Jamel?
I don't think he's the long-term answer.
Yeah, no, probably not long term, but once Ryan's gone, I wouldn't mind seeing him while we.
Oh, they gonna be drafting his replacement.
Right. Right.
There you
Right.
go. I'll be. Hey, look, if Kurt, and I like Kurt too, man. I actually seen a few of his games, man. But the way the politics is set up, I don't even think they're gonna even try to put that man on the field. To be honest
Right.
with you,
They're not even going to take
And I,
that gamble.
so but yet they got him rostered with practice squad protected, so no other team
yeah.
can get him. So that shows me he has something. It shows
Mhm.
me he has something, but we won't know because the Falcons
Yeah.
Right.
offense. So yeah, man.
All right, y'all. Last question so we can watch these Braves. It's the one on everybody's mind that everybody wants to know. If we get the number one draft pick, which QB do y'all want? I was just mixing names. Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields? Reggie, you're up first.
Man, why I gotta go first, man? Let me go last, man.
Okay. Well, the new guy who came on, Braylon, who you got?
Mhm. I'm gonna say Justin Fields because he's from Atlanta. He
They
he
both
actually
are.
they both are.
They both from
Yeah.
Georgia, yeah.
But I just
So
think
it's a win-win. But go ahead.
but I just feel like Justin would be more of a fit. And on top of that, when I watched him in college, I don't know who's had the harder competition because the ACC is weak, Big Ten is weak, but then again, he didn't get a chance at UGA. So, I don't know.
Let me go after this. Then I want to say my pride.
Hey, it's UGA fans in here, so
Yeah,
Oh
I
no,
don't want
you
to
know
make him
what?
mad.
Right.
you got Braylon got Justin. What you gonna say, Reggie?
I got Lawrence, man, and like you said, yeah, they weak, but have you seen Lawrence slice up Alabama? This is the Alabama team
Twice.
that everybody was scared of.
Twice.
I
Like,
know.
so that's why and trust me, Lawrence can move around. I think everybody want that scrambling. I don't have a color preference, man. I just want a baller,
Right.
man. I don't care if he purple. I
Right.
want a baller, and both of them are ballers, but I want T Law because he played he showed he can handle the bright lights. So that's just me. If we ever did go QB,
To break the ice, I'm going Trevor as well. For the same reasons, he faced, like I said, big moments. He came up big, national champion, faced tougher competition. Uh, went up to played against Bama in the national championship and blew him out too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did.
he
So,
so did.
So
He
so
did
yeah,
that. He did. But I'm gonna go with Justin Fields just because it pisses people off.
Yeah, he sure will. No matter who they
yeah.
if
of
one of them
course,
two is somebody gonna be mad.
Right? It pisses people off. But either is fine. I know it's probably not gonna happen because of course we're gonna find a way to fuck up our draft pick. So
Possibly.
Yeah.
y'all know. So y'all let us know who y'all want if we get the number one, which I doubt we'll do because we're gonna fuck it up our draft standing. And thank you all for coming on. Thanks, Braylon, for jumping in. You've been great. This is his first time. He was just in the chat, like, "Can I join?" And I was like, "Shit, why not? What else the fuck we doing? Nothing."
Thank you
So
for
thank
letting
you
me
for
come
coming
on
on.
here.
Yeah, you've been real great. And we gotta have you back on again. You flowed in very well. Y'all,
Let me know when y'all do it. Y'all come. I will gladly come. Just let me know.
for sure. You gotta meet the rest of the team too. Jamel, everybody subscribe to Flag on the Play. I'm gonna put his stuff in the link below. Ken, I don't know what happened. He probably had to go, but I'll put his shit in the link below too, the description box. Reggie, of course, your treasure. We gotta go on a walk before I come kick your ass. Okay.
All right, Lethal Wick.
Yeah.
Lethal Wick.
Oh yeah, y'all seen me out here shooting in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
Max Payne. We got lethal Max Payne over here.
Yeah, her name Lethal Wick. We call her Lethal Wick.
Get my skills ready and ready to get my. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a Glock since that's what I've been shooting the most. Y'all give me gun suggestions. For my first gun.
You said it right.
Yep.
Get a little Glock.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much. We are out of here. Make sure you tune in on Sunday in the game. Maybe we win. Maybe we won't.
Go Braves. Go Braves.
Go Braves.
We need this
Roll
win,
Tide.
man.
Roll Tide too. Roll Tide.
Oh, no.
No, go Dogs. Go Dogs.
Yeah, man.
In this before it comes into a